My name's Devin, and have you... Oh, excuse me. Have you ever wanted to learn a cool magic trick that you can show off to your friends? Well, today, I'm here to show you how. So first, you're going to want to get your deck of cards. Take it out. So you're going to tell the audience, so we're going to start off with a demonstration. I'm going to tell the audience, okay, choose a card, any card you like. So let's say they choose the 6 of diamonds, right? So I'm going to tell the audience member to put the card back on top. Then, now it's back in the middle somewhere, we don't know where it is, just like that. And we're going to give it a couple cuts. So now, card lost in the deck somewhere. Just in case you don't believe me, I'm going to give it a couple shuffles, right? Give the card a couple shuffles, just like that. Keep giving the card some shuffles. Whoops, just like that. And now, just in case you still don't believe me after I did all that, we're going to do a sloppy shuffle. We're going to mix it all up really, really well. Just like that. Okay? We're going to keep flipping them back and forth, just so that we know it's mixed up really, really well, right? So now you have some cards that are front to back, some cards that are back to front, and some cards that are back to back, right? So we're going to tell the audience, okay, hold your finger on top of the deck so that I can't mess with the deck while you're holding it, unless you'd feel it, and this hand will be free. So just like that, we'll give it a countdown. 3, 2, 1, snap. Just like that, their card is the only one that's flipped upside down. The 6 of diamonds. So I'm going to show you how to do that. What we're going to do, okay? So first, you take a random deck of cards. Any random deck of cards. Doesn't matter. There's no actual messing with it beforehand. You just take a random deck of cards. A really impromptu trick. So you're going to tell the audience to grab a card, any card, it really doesn't matter. So let's say they choose the Ace of Diamonds, okay? So you put the card, you tell them to put the card on top of the second deck and hold a pinky break, just like that. You have your pinky in between the card, and from the back, you're holding it, and there's a break, so you know where it is. And from the front, it looks perfectly normal. So you put it back on top, just like that, right? And then you give it a couple cuts. So now, whenever you cut the last part, their card, the Ace of Diamonds, will still be right on top, just like that. It's right on top. So then you give it a shuffle, but it's a false shuffle, so that you're grabbing the card just like this on top and putting it to the bottom and continue shuffling just like that. Just like that. Keep shuffling. Do it for maybe twice or 3 times, however long you want to. Doesn't matter, because their card is still on the bottom, just like that. And now you say, okay, just in case you don't believe me that I shuffled it really well already, you start with the sloppy shuffle. So you start by grabbing a couple cards, flipping it upside down, grabbing a couple cards, flipping it back upside down. Keep repeating this process over and over again until you get to the very, very last card. Very last card, which is their card, right? The Ace of Diamonds, placing it right on top. So now it looks really shuffled really well, right? But in reality, you have cards that are split in half. This whole deck is split in half. So you have some cards that are front to back, just like that, half a way through. Towards the back end, you have cards that are front to back, but then there's one little split right in the middle of the deck somewhere that you can push the whole deck on, and it will be back to back. It's the only one that's back to back, but their card is still on top, just like that. So you grab it by the split, and then you flip it over so that their card is on top, just like that, while you're talking and distracting them. So now that it's on top, you tell the audience member to put their finger on it so that you can do magic, and while both hands are both free, and they won't feel anything because it's already there in the deck, upside down. So you give it a countdown, 3, 2, 1, you give it a little snap. Just like that, their card is the only one that's flipped upside down. It's the Ace of Diamonds. Now you have a cool trick to show off to your friends. Thank you for listening to my speech.